VOA News. VOA News. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
Most EU governments say they will stand by Ukraine whatever it takes, and Thursday may be one big test. On Tuesday, European Commission Chief Ursula von der Leyen outlined a $5.840 billion plan to aid Ukraine and give EU countries financial leverage to rearm.
The real question in front of us is whether Europe is prepared to act as decisively as the situation dictates, and whether Europe is ready and able to act with speed and with the ambition that is needed.
If the Europeans want to step up to make up for the lost American aid to Ukraine, it needs to happen now. They need to put the money on the table. They need to pass on the orders to the defense industry.
Just as urgent, ramping up Europe's own defense capabilities, turning years of talk into action, as Washington appears to be pivoting away from Ukraine and possibly also from decades as Europe's top protector and ally.
It raises very big issues for the future of the European Union, frankly. And I think people in Europe are very aware of this. Is Europe going to address these challenges, whether it's on trade or on defense, in a collective way? Or is it going to go its own, or a country's member states going to go their own way?
Some, like Poland, have invested heavily in rearming. Now, after years of U.S. calls to do more, others are stepping up, including Britain, Denmark, Germany, and France, where President Emmanuel Macron wants EU members to plow 3% or more of their GDP into defense. He's also floated extending France's nuclear deterrence to other European countries. France has long talked about so-called strategic autonomy, one less dependent on Washington. Analysts see a few countries leading the drive, from Poland and Germany to France and non-EU member Britain, who want a so-called coalition of the willing to send troops and monitor any future Ukraine peace deal.
Some degree of, I wouldn't say panic, but really alarmed Europeans that realize that they need to stick together as much as possible. They realize that this is a historic time of crisis, and so you see the big nations sort of coming together, trying to get beyond their past divergences.
But some have shaky governments and shaky economies. Some EU countries and far-right parties are not on board, and public support for Ukraine is mixed. And it will take years for European defense investments to pay off.
It would need an effort, but it's not impossible to show the people that now we have to be serious about defense.
Some analysts describe this as a wake-up call for Europe in realizing the urgency of rearming to defend not only its territory, but its values. Lisa Bryant, VOA News, Paris.
VOA News. VOA News. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.